Welcome to this Java Break with Basis. Today's topic is extending your BBX application to the mobile frontier. My name is Nico Spence. I'm the Chairman and CEO of Basis International, and I'll be joined today by Nick Decker, our Engineering Supervisor. And Nick's going to show us exactly how we can improve the look and feel of our BBX application when we move it to the mobile platform. Let's look at our agenda. We're going to talk about the Basis revolution. That's really a refresher on BUI, on the browser user interface, tell you why it's a revolution, and remind you of the features of BUI. We'll talk about CSS, cascading style sheets, and the role they play in developing our application for the mobile platform. We'll talk about interface considerations, small screen size, how to write a program menu launcher for the really small real estate of the mobile device. We'll talk about CSS custom controls and the performance we inherit from CSS. And then we'll take your questions and provide you with some answers. So let's get started. Just as a reminder then of BUI, what is BUI? If you consider our Enterprise Manager application that's shipped with every BBJ install, that's written in Java. And if we try to take this Java code and run it unchanged in the browser environment, it wouldn't work. So it's not portable or compatible with the browser user interface. You'd have to essentially rewrite this application to allow it to run in the browser. But let's look at another similar example that has some of the same functionality, the Enterprise Manager functionality written in BBJ. So utilizing the BBJ admin API. This runs on the thin client, and that's what it looks like running on an Apple Mac. And that is BUIable. That can be moved to the browser user interface without any change to the underlying code. So there's that same code now running in a browser, running on the Chrome browser on a desktop. Similarly, our BB Jasper utility has been written with a mix of BBJ and Java. So in the thin client environment, that works very well. And here we see an example of a report from the iReport WYSIWYG report writer being generated and run on the thin client. For BB Jasper to be able to work in the browser, we had to rewrite the utility. And so look out for that in the nightly builds. It'll be fully supported with BBJ 12, but we've arrived at the same functionality by having to rewrite it and remove the Java code that we'd used previously for the desktop version. So BUI is really a great target for web applications. It enables your desktop applications for the web and utilizes the built-in Jetty web server to serve up your app to the desktop, laptop, smartphone, or tablet of choice. Let's have a look at what that deployment looks like. So imagine you running with your application on your on-premise server, either Thin Client BBJ, Client Server Visual Pro 5, or Terminal Emulator Pro 5. Your GUI applications can be deployed through Wi-Fi or the internet to mobile devices, be they tablets or be they smartphone type devices. Or that same application could be deployed via a cloud-based server. And of course that same cloud-based server can power your land-based or on-premise clients, be they BBJ GUI clients, Visual Pro 5 GUI clients, or standard character-based clients through the terminal emulator. BBX applications normally run in a Java virtual machine on Windows, on the Mac OS X, on Linux and other Unixes. And now with BUI, they run in a web browser, on desktops, on tablets, and on smartphones. Anywhere where there is a modern browser that'll support JavaScript and HTML5, which really means all of the current products in the marketplace. So BUI is truly groundbreaking. Your Visual Pro 5 and BBJ developers will benefit enormously from this breakthrough. As long as your application is graphical, you'll be able to port it to the browser with very little effort. We implemented that with the Google Web Toolkit. That's the magic behind the interpreter's capability to generate either Java code or Google Web Toolkit code. So the Basis interpreter generates BBJ code or interprets BBJ code to Java or GWT. GWT then cross-compiles Java-based code into JavaScript and HTML5. The JavaScript and HTML5 works across all major browsers and all platforms. So you may ask yourself, well, who else is running using GWT? Being that it's a Google product, probably some of the best examples are Google services written in GWT. AdWords, Flights, Hotel Finder, Offers, which is similar to Groupon, Wallet, Google Wallet, Product Search, a whole host of them. Let's have a look at some of them. Google AdWords, Google Flights, Google Offers, as I said, similar to Groupon. All of this is written in GWT. Google Wallet, Google Product Search, and in fact even the Chrome Web Store. So what better example than the leading contender in the web development arena than Google to serve as a great example for us to develop our applications, our web-based applications, utilizing Basis technology, which in turn leverages the Google Web Toolkit. So with this revolutionary move, BBX becomes the tool of choice to write your web page application. Accessing Basis and third-party RDBMSs is business as usual. Data-bound controls make filling out forms a snap, and you can provide easy and flexible validation without having to write client-side JavaScript. It's your familiar language with its extensive syntax, has much better error handling than standard web application coding, and you can leverage all your existing business logic and the libraries that are available to you. It's Ajax without the pain. So the Basis revolution is that you write once on the desktop for the desktop and for mobile applications, and you can deliver the application to the device of your choice. But to be competitive, you need to have your app look like a mobile app. Hence, we use CSS to dramatically enhance the look and feel, and as a side effect, we get a performance benefit from the multi-tiered architecture of the JavaScript environment. So this presentation today is going to focus around 3 articles that were recently released in our Advantage magazine. Adding style to BBX web apps with custom CSS, Chef's Choice, the Buoy menu app, and let Buoy put your app in touch with your users. Let's kick off with the user interface look and feel. We need to consider targeting the end user's device, designing for small screens, and putting the user in control. We've got a tiny keyboard, and we have single or multiple windows that we have to contend with. So screen size and orientation is very important. And orientation changes need to be accommodated, moving from landscape to portrait and vice versa. And we have to be cognizant of the fact that the user is likely to be using their finger, not a mouse. So that's where cascading style sheets play a great role. It delivers a lot of the gee whiz stuff. The look, the functionality, and the performance can come from the cascading style sheets. CSS separates the presentation from the content. You can change the look of a button or text without modifying the program's source code, and it gives you much greater control over text content, changing spacing, alignment, positioning, font, size, weight, and adding decorations. CSS reduces your development time. You can share style sheets between apps. It enforces consistency by doing so, and you can reduce your maintenance costs. You can provide an updated look and feel without modifying the BBJ source code. So here's an example of our demo mortgage app that you can see from our website. This is what it would look like with the default CSS. And then if we apply custom CSS, we get this much more appealing look and feel that you might expect from an iPad app. So without further ado, let me hand off to Nick to set the scene and take you through some of the benefits of CSS and some of the considerations for developing for your mobile environment.
To see how much visual impact custom CSS can add to your applications, we'll take a look at the Buoy Mortgage demo application. We first run it without any custom CSS, and as you can see, it's fully functional. I can modify content in edit boxes and make selections in BBJ list buttons. Clicking on the Calculate button causes the program to generate a payment graph and schedule, but the app is still lacking pizzazz. The buttons have hover and click effects, but they are subtle and a bit boring. To spice things up, let's modify the Buoy application's definition in Enterprise Manager and specify a custom CSS file. In EM, the Buoy configuration screen shows the list of registered applications. After selecting the mortgage app, we can select a custom CSS file and save out the new definition. Now that we've made the change, we'll exit the application and run it again with the new CSS definition applied. We've now got the pizzazz we were looking for. The CSS added a great deal of visual impact and dramatically changes the look of the application. It also enhances the user experience by providing hover effects, giving the user instant feedback for editable controls. The buttons, hover, and click effects are now much more pronounced and colorful. A translucent screen fades in and out on the right side of the application during calculations, providing a visual indication that the app is busy processing the new data. With CSS, you can increase the visual appeal of your app while improving the user's experience at the same time. Running your Buoy app for the first time on a mobile device, such as a smartphone or tablet, can be an exhilarating experience. You've probably been programming in BBX for years. You've written several applications and are familiar with the language. But before Basis introduced Buoy, your apps were most likely run on computer workstations or terminals, neither of which fit in your pocket or were by your side 24/7. The magic of Buoy instantly transformed legions of BBX programmers into talented and experienced tablet and smartphone programmers by making it possible to run their apps in a browser on a plethora of new devices. Some of these mobile devices do come with new constraints, however, such as reduced screen size. Let's take a look at some of the characteristics of these new devices and see how Buoy apps perform by default and how BBX programmers can tweak their apps to perform optimally in a variety of different circumstances. Let's start by running the custom CSS demo, which was not written specifically for a mobile device. The first thing that we notice is that the application window is too large for the screen. Many of the controls on the form run off of the right side of the screen and aren't immediately accessible. While this is not optimal for a small screen, the Buoy app is still functional, as the user can slide the window over to access the rest of the controls on the form. Editing values in the form is just as easy. Just tap in an edit box and the phone responds by showing the pop-up keyboard. The smaller screen has another potential side effect here as well. It can make it a little bit more difficult to see which edit box has focus. This is an easy one to fix though. Just add some custom CSS to your Buoy app to make the control with focus easily recognizable, by changing the color perhaps. If that's not dramatic enough, we can even automatically zoom in on the current control without having to change any of our application code. There are a number of ways to make larger forms fit on smaller screens without resorting to shrinking everything down in size and reducing usability. One elegant solution is to change the form to use tabs so that the user can select different sets of related controls on the same screen without requiring a lot of space. Barista handles this for us nicely, and even allows us to specify the target screen size for our application based on a list of dozens of phones and other mobile devices. To see this solution, we'll first visit the Buoy Showcase page. The Barista Customer Maintenance app is offered as one of the phone demos, as it was designed for the smaller screens that are typical in smartphones. After launching the application, we can see that it categorizes the controls into 3 tabs: Contact Information, Miscellaneous, and Balances. After loading up a customer, tapping on a tab switches between the various views on the customer data and is a very effective way to present a large amount of information in a very small space, thus optimizing the application for a smartphone.
Thanks, Nick. Let's move on and consider how one would generate a menu for a very small device. Buoy web apps are the main course for our menu, and we're going to be ordering from the menu. In other words, running separate BBJ programs from the menu. We'll show you the benefits of scall and show you how we can maintain a single window, and we'll pass control to the utility. So let me hand over to Nick to take you through the specifics of having a Buoy menu app running on a mobile device.
Many legacy Business Basic applications take advantage of the familiar menu paradigm to offer users a list of modules or programs to run. Fortunately, this style continues to work well in the Buoy environment, even on mobile devices like this smartphone. To see this in action, we'll launch the Buoy menu demo app from the smartphone simulator. The main menu portion of the app is the traditional list of program choices, but it's been modified via CSS to better fit within the screen constraints of the smartphone. CSS has also been used to improve upon the basic button and adds hover and click effects, as well as animations to give the user feedback and to make the app more enjoyable to use. Running an app from the menu is as simple as tapping a button. Because the demo program was targeted for a smartphone, it does a quick switch, swapping out the main menu app for the selected utility app, in order to avoid bringing up multiple windows. A tap of a button results in the program S-calling the specified utility and then exiting. The result is that the newly run utility program uses the same display, improving on launch speed and making the transition as smooth as possible. After we're done with the newly launched utility, we tap the exit button, which relaunches the main menu app once again. This same sequence can be repeated over and over again. The menu app S-calls a utility before exiting, and the utility program S-calls the menu app before it exits. This way they are all chained together and provide a unified user experience.
Thanks, Nick. So what does some of that code look like under the covers? So here we see the menu program launching the various items. So link 1, link 2, and link 3 are the labels for running this specific program. So the BBJ clock, you'll notice that it's been run asynchronously. That's the ampersand at the end. And then we do a release immediately afterwards. So we do a set visible, do the S-call to the weather app, and then release. So similarly with the third item. And then of course, if we exit the main menu program, we merely want to release. And then if we look at the menu item program that's been S-called, how does it close out? Well, the first thing it does again is it makes its screen invisible and does an S-call of the menu program, again asynchronously with the ampersand, and then releases. So let's talk more about BUI and CSS on mobile devices, whereby we want to do some customization to the look and feel of that app. We can have complete control over the style of the BBJ controls, affecting the look and feel. Code remains the same, only the external CSS file, as I mentioned earlier, has changed. You can swap it in and out, so that gives you the ability to provide a distinct look and feel for a customer based on the company or the brand. The same underlying code, and can be modified without touching any of your application code. So here's a really good example, our tip calculator with standard and custom controls. Over on the left-hand side, these are the standard BBJ controls that you might expect to have. But this is how we've rendered them by utilizing CSS. Let me hand over to Nick to learn more.
With a little ingenuity and some fancy CSS, we can create a custom control from one or more of the traditional BBJ controls. Creating a custom control can add to the appeal of your web app and can enhance usability. Let's take a look at this using our example application, the BUI tip calculator. We'll start off looking at a traditional BBJ control, the input end control. When I tap inside the control, it pops up the keyboard and shows me all of the alpha characters. I have to tap the numeric key to show me numbers, and then after that I can tap in the total amount of the bill. One more tap is required on the form somewhere to dismiss the keyboard. To simplify further input, we'll use CSS with some BBJ button controls to dramatically reduce the amount of taps required to specify the tip amount and the number of guests at the restaurant. Similar to other rating systems, we created a customized control using stars so that the user can rate the quality of service, which then determines the tip amount. The default is 15%. But with a single tap, the user can quickly specify the tip amount without the aid of a pop-up keyboard. Changes or adjustments to the tip amount are a single tap away. No need for clearing, backspacing, or otherwise accessing the keyboard. Once the tip percentage has been determined, it's time to split the bill amongst the guests. Tapping on the custom control to indicate the number of guests causes the program to automatically divide the total bill by the number of dinner guests. CSS improved the user interface in our application in several ways. It's quick. You can specify the number of guests in a single tap. It's easy to use. It doesn't bring up a disruptive pop-up keyboard and require that the user find the desired numeric key and dismiss the keyboard later. And it's much nicer looking. It doesn't detract from the appearance or the flow of the app and can even enhance the user interface. CSS also gives us enough flexibility to modify BBJ controls to look and act more like native controls for the target mobile platform. To see this in action, we'll launch our Buoy weather program that uses CSS to customize the loading indicator. Whenever the user selects a new city to view its current weather conditions, the app uses BBJ controls, along with styles, to create a busy indicator that fades in and out, rotates an image, and utilizes a translucent backdrop to provide consistency with the app. This results in a more pleasant experience that is familiar to the user because BBJ looks and acts like a native mobile application.
You want to see all of the source code? It is available from our website. You can download the source code for any of the demo apps and it ships with the product. So steal liberally and freely. So CSS also improves performance. Layout and rendering is done on the client, and that reduces the network traffic. CSS is a compact, compressible definition file with a very small footprint. And the rendering is often offloaded to the graphics processor, reducing the CPU load on the particular device. And screens scale extremely well with CSS. So a good example of that, here is an image that if on the left-hand side, the left half here, this is what it would look like if we try to generate an image. On the right-hand side, we've seen the CSS-generated image, and one can see how much better that image looks in CSS when zooming versus a standard image that might be rendered without CSS. So in summary, what have we covered today? We've looked at a Buoy refresher, spoken about the basis revolution. We've given you some info on the cascading style sheets that are used very heavily throughout your Buoy application coding to make your application really look like any other mobile app. We've spoken about interface considerations, next given us examples of dealing with the small size of the screen, managing program launch menus, and finally we've seen how CSS can help us generate custom controls. So let's take your questions, but before we do so, just a quick reminder, these are the references. If you don't already have it, the Basis Advantage magazine is available online and you can read it in various formats. You can read it on your iPad, in an ebook, on a network, on a Kindle device, on a Kindle Fire, whatever suits your particular style of learning, it's available to you from Basis. Go to our website and download the latest version or look at the particular articles. And the next Java break coming up on January the 25th is outputting your BBX data, run again at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And another quick reminder, some of the info that Nick touched on is that we can utilize Barista for generating our applications very rapidly for the mobile world. So consider Barista training coming up January 16, 18, and 20th. It gives you opportunity on the 17th and the 19th to deal with your standard business routines and still get your training. So that's all web-based training. The pricing is the same as our classroom training. Discounts are available depending upon your partner status and or whether your license is covered by SAM. There's no cost for preferred partners, and go to our website www.basis.com/training and register today. So let's take your questions.